What's up everyone, it's my Yati WWE 2K16 online. This match was my very first online match, so I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know about lag, didn't know about the servers, didn't know anything. But over the course of tonight, because literally, yes, the game's been out for over a week, I've only had tonight to play it online properly, and I am fully impressed overall. Now there is, as always, because it's me, I've got some concerns. First of all, it is obvious, if people haven't already seen, how easy it is to kick out. It is very easy to kick out on this game, incredibly easy to kick out. It was going to be, anyway, I could tell it was going to be really easy when the pin bar's in the same location every single time on that free count. It drives me up the wall, don't you see? Obviously, resiliency as well, to give you an automatic kick out, is probably not the best thing either, but we can go into that some other day. So I'm Seth Rollins against Kane, quite apt actually, since that was the last pay-per-view match, and I like the whole practice match when you're waiting for a match. The only downside to that is if you're doing a chain of them again and again and again, you get bored easily, especially if you're looking for a match type you haven't got many people to look for. For instance, I won 2K tonight and I thought, ooh, Fatal 4-Way, Divas. I thought, yeah, let's go on that. Couldn't find a listing. That's not surprising, to be honest, but Triple Threat was easy to get hold of. The 1v1 matches were as well. But kicking out, thankfully, is not based on lag, which is a smart thing in 2K's eyes. It's local, or at least it feels local, which means, yeah, you could be in the worst lag in the game and you can still kick out a pin still. That's why there's a time delay on the pin system, which I like. I actually really enjoy. Pardon me. And servers, okay. Triple threat match, meh. I'm undecided. Granted, I've only played a couple in the first match. It was two Seths against me. Hardly a fair combination, to say the least. Countering system is kind of no surprise that someone on 5 counters is more likely to win a match than someone who's on 3, for instance. There's no advantage to choosing a guy with 3 counters online that I can think of, other than, ooh, you want to make it a handicap match? Yes, let's put yourselves the 3 status counters. But that's fine. Daniel Bryan seems to be the main guy that people use it. All created wrestlers, and by God, I've faced a lot of created wrestlers. Using the quick animations and the leg sweep, it's come to know that it's common. The fact that you have to waste a counter animation on a simple strike is annoying, but at least you can use the counters on get-ups as well. What I knew was going to happen is people spamming stomps, and that seems to be the case. If you want someone to waste a counter easily, you stomp them on the ground constantly. It doesn't affect you in any way, shape or form. You just lose stamina. You don't lose momentum. In fact, you gain momentum every stomp, unlike the 5-star match system in my career where you would lose points and lose your star rating, which makes sense. Maybe this should be that feature online for the percentage bar, to be honest. Counters, same sort of timing as last year. The mid-move counters, I've seen some lovely mid-move counters, but not enough for me to actually counter yet because I don't know all the timings. Over the weeks and months, I'll be able to get that down. Going for the Phoenix Splash. Boom. Yeah, just mixing it up. I've forgotten what his signature was. You had Abracadabra downstairs, but I can remember if you had an upstairs version. And that's what I did. It's a long match because people kick out a lot. The pinball being in that same spot on the count of 3 does make it easy, and you can use muscle memory. It's not really so much luck or skill, it's muscle memory, which is a different kettle of fish. It's hard to orchestrate. The second count, it does change positions. It can be about 4 o'clock, it sometimes can be at 5 o'clock, sometimes at 6. And occasionally on the 7, 8 where the pinball would be on 3. So timing has to be made on that one, and it is difficult to do it on the 3, 4 o'clock one because you don't get much reaction time. Triple threat matches, you've got the lock-on system, and that's what drives me up. I love how the ref obviously gets KO'd easily. This opponent actually seems to be wanting to play it like a wrestling match as well, which is good, which is cool. Thankfully, I didn't get a stomper, but I did with Brock Lesnar's and Triple H's and two creative superstars as well. But hit detection for triple threat match is just absolutely dire. I don't know how they've gone wrong with it. Granted, it's never been great anyway, but it just seems to be a step in the wrong direction for this. Is you go into it and you, let's say, attacking someone again and again and again, but you want to attack the guy that's getting up. It's just hard to lock on with the automatic thing. Pedigree charm. It feels like a Seth Rollins pedigree as well. It's quite strange. Boom. Just the weight, the size different. Just real Seth Rollinsy. It's actually quite cool to see two versions of the curb stomp as well, standing up and laying down. Long count, he gets up. I assume that was because of resiliency, to be honest. I also like that you can pin a second time out of frustration. And they obviously get free chances to kick out, and the pinball would be slightly higher as well. I think it's really cool. And the reaction shots are really, really fun as well. Some obviously grapple counter issues there with punches in the wrong positions and it warps them to a different location. But again, it's sort of minor. They have stepped up and up compared to last year. It's just matches are long, even against the AI. Now, a couple of guys I was playing against quit. One quit right at the very beginning, literally at the beginning, must have a connection issue. And I was facing Daniel Bryan. Now he's got 5 counters. I hit, who was I with Daniel Bryan? I think I was Kevin Owens. Yeah, I was Kevin Owens. And I hit, pop-up power bombs, maybe 2, maybe 3 times before I got the pin. The second time, he literally had no health. Kicks out. It kind of annoys me because you have to get this awkward balance between impossible kick out and fair kick out. Having resiliency to kick you out automatically, I think, is the wrong way of doing it. I think you should certainly increase the pin bar and make it that way, but don't make it an auto kick out because it's just silly. It is really silly. Movesets, individuality, second to none with a kick there. But I kind of got bored. Well, with the one-on-one matches, because you go through the same mentor, and that's what was the case in 2K15 against anyone online. You're going to get the same style of opponents playing again and again. As always, you need to find the right people. Once you find the right people, you're going to have a fun time with the game. But it's not a proper competitive game just yet. Oh, excuse me. The leveling system I kind of like. I wish I could see the leveling system in great detail. It just shows me on the bottom of the page. Maybe I just don't know the menu button. Not had enough time to go through the menus. But 11 matches played. I've won 9 times. The 2 losses have actually been from triple threat matches, not from single matches. And it's fun. It's a good game. It is an awesome game. Look, that's dirty pin. That's going to make this pinball even tinier. But he kicks out. Now, was that resiliency? Was that just a kick out? It should be harder and harder. Look, his pinball is near 0. He's got no counters. Gives me with a counter. I counter him. He can't counter now, so I can dominate for the next sort of 20 seconds. Get stomps in, get moves in. There's Black Magic. Small package. 1, 2. That's Seth Rollins' new porn name since he's injured. Obviously, stamina has the effect as well. Kane gets up before me on that. Good thing to have. And I've got no counter as well, so we're both in a bad steed. On the second rope, and he then goes with the elbow, nails it in the face. A lot of the matches anyway with me, I've not had many people actually pin me, but every time I have been pinned, I've kicked out. I think it is a too easy pin scheme. I don't think they'll be able to change the pin scheme now. There's another pedigree. Third finisher. And he got small package as well. 2. Slowed down. kicks out. Was that resiliency again, or was it a proper kick out? I don't know. You don't see their bar, which I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I think I would like to see their pin bar. Make sure you know they're actually doing it legitly, you know, hacking, stuff like that. Not going to really happen. Ooh, that was a nasty clothesline. That was a Kurt Angle style clothesline. That was a nice bump sell. Do 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 do. And he goes to the top rope and gets the clothesline off the top rope all the way down. Oh. See, I could have ran away, but I'm not. Seeing this match was in a nice sort of good, fair, realistic match, I thought, yeah, that's the way to go. It seems sometimes it'll be easier to win off a normal move than it is off a finisher, because they don't expect the pin bar to be where it is. I think it's actually quite fair to pin on any move on this game. In previous years I would have said no, it's too hard. I think it's easy enough that, yeah, let anything go, let any pin work, anything go on this. I think it would be fair, providing there's not been a spam combo or anything of that nature. There doesn't seem to be any blockable combos that I know of just yet, but again, early days. Oh, there's a nice overcast neck breaker, blockbuster style neck breaker, Bobby Roode. And it's sad that Seth Rollins is injured as well. Hopefully I'll get a chance to do TLC matches online. I like the recovery mode, that seems to be really interesting and good, wasting stamina for the sake of gaining health. You don't really need to gain the health, mind you, but if it's a big TLC match, you're getting off the ladder. I would want to gain some health back and just hang back, play possum maybe. I would just like, maybe not a button, but just not press anything and you don't get up, no matter how long it is. That way you can stay down and take your opportune moment, you know, especially if you hide behind the apron at the top of the screen, no one sees you coming, you run in as someone's climbing a ladder because they forget about you. That would be some cool things. There's another pedigree. See, is it just too easy to kick out? Kicks out again on 2, so that was on the second count, so not resiliency, proper kick out. Go for the cover again out of frustration. 2. Kicks out. Or maybe I'll let go. I can't remember. I think I let go actually on that one. Going for the move, going for the counter. Plant him head first. And this is where we get to the finish. So guys, do you think WWE 2K16 needs new counter system? No. Does it need a slightly harder pin system? Maybe. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more 2K16 goodness. Problem is, if they change the pin system in any shape or form, I think it'll get too hard. I think we're at the point where the only thing they can do is make the pin bar as small as possible. Make it literally to the frame or 2 frames per second. That's a tiny margin, but I think that might need to be done. Your thoughts. See you later.